All right, so that puts us in a position to answer typical test question 9, where we will explain why the definition here, total value of the final goods and services produced in the economy of the year, is wrong. Notice that what's wrong with this definition is that it's failing to recognize that a lot of the final production in an economy is simply not counted in the GDP. A simple way to explain the point is to just remark or start by saying that the definition given is the definition of output, not the definition of GDP. So if we were meeting in classes, you'd have to write a little essay on this point, and you'd say something like what I've written here, that the definition is the correct definition of output, not of GDP. Reminding what output refers to, total amount of final goods and services if you want. Old-fashioned language to treat services differently from goods. We now treat everything that's produced for welfare as being goods, whether it's tangible or intangible. But that's off the point. The key point for you is to make sure that you recognize that GDP tries to measure output and that GDP misses two important types of output. You want to list those two types of output that are missed and give an example to show that you know what they are. For both economic analysis and for welfare, it's household production that's the most important omission from the GDP. Things like cooking and cleaning, which come readily to mind, and also of critical importance and certainly worth knowing about and mentioning is home care. When care for children, whether it's feeding them or taking care of them when they're ill or teaching them at home, teaching kids how to tie their shoes, all the different forms of education and care that take place in the home, all of that is incredibly important output. And other dependents too. In some societies, the elderly who need help get taken care of at home. In other societies, those sorts of people get purchased care in the form of living in seniors' homes where they will be paying money. And that's the sort of thing that can generate differences between economies in how apparently rich they are or are not. And of course, the other sort of output that's missed is the underground economy's output. Underground output, whether illegal or legal or casual and legal and unreported, but in either case, underground. And to wrap it up, if we were trying to be thorough, we'd mention some of the examples of illegal output, production of illegal drugs perhaps, and also the legal but unreported sorts of output, like, for example, casual labor when a neighbor pays a teenager. All right, and that's more than enough for a typical test question 9, and that wraps it up for today. I'd say thanks, good health, and goodbye.